I'm Asmundson. I was born and raised in Mayville, North Dakota. It was natural for me to attend Mayville State University because both of my parents went to school there and also taught there. My dad taught mathematics for 40 years. Majored in mathematics and chemistry and a double major. I was this close to a physics minor, but it didn't quite get there. My favorite courses were definitely the math and chemistry. Not biology so much. I don't like the real gross stuff. My sister and brother went in that direction, and I'm not sure why they didn't follow my lead, but I questioned at times why I needed to take any general education classes, and after I took them, it was perfectly obvious. The intention was to have a good basic understanding of how things work in the world, and even though I didn't think I was going to like psychology, I liked it, and sociology, those kinds of things. But I didn't really have any classes that I didn't care for. There's just some that I obviously like more than others. I completed my degree in 4 years. I'm pretty ambitious, so I had several semesters where I had more credits than I should have taken, but I did well in my classes, so my advisor didn't have any problems with that. And after I got my bachelor's degree at Mayville State, I went to North Dakota State University in Fargo and got a master's in polymers and coatings, which for the regular people is plastics and paint. See, I graduated in May of '90. I started grad school in June of '90. And I graduated in June of '93, or May of '93, and I went right to work for 3M after that. So, very quick progression. Currently at 3M, I'm a product engineer, but I've held other positions, including product development chemist. There's a subtle difference between the two. As a product developer, I developed products that went in and on automobiles. I work in the automotive division. There are 20 different divisions at 3M. So, you can work on an awful lot of different things that seem totally unrelated to the novice, but I was able to use my background my education in science and apply that to quite a variety of different projects in the automotive division. As a product engineer, that's a little bit different. The product engineer is more of a liaison between the lab and manufacturing, so once something is formulated or finalized, product engineer would work with the manufacturing folks to make sure that it gets scaled up appropriately. And it's really rewarding to see something that you've made, even when you're walking through a parking lot in a car. Hey, that's my adhesive on that rearview mirror, or my insulation is inside that catalytic converter. It's really rewarding to be able to see the things that you've worked on. I think one of the things that was key in my career in allowing me to advance was the fact that I worked through a summer internship while I was at college at Mayville State. Between my junior and senior years, I worked at Kimberly-Clark in Neenah, Wisconsin, and I worked in a diaper tape lab. Doesn't seem real glamorous to test diaper tapes day in and day out, but it proved to me that I'm in the right field, that I was doing what I wanted to do, that I was doing what I should be doing. My best experience at Mayville State was just the interaction with all of the students there and being able to help out. I tutored, I taught swimming lessons, I was on the student council, and that interaction with other folks that I might not have normally associated with in my science and math classes was really important. It was good to know how other people thought and how other people did things. It's just a personal environment. You don't get overwhelmed with having 200 people in a chemistry class. You can talk to your teacher, you can get to your advisor, you can get to your classes on time, all those kinds of things. Some of the most important things, paycheck obviously, it's always nice at the end of the month, but even more than that, the satisfaction of knowing that you're making a difference. One of the things that I think a lot of small town North Dakota kids think, and I'm one of those so I can say that, is, gee, how in the world could I ever work at somewhere like 3M or BASF or Dow, because it seems so out there and so unattainable, but it's really not. Getting a good education at Mayville State and using that education plus another advanced degree gave me opportunities that anybody from a big city would have had, plus I had the benefit of being in a smaller community, being in smaller classrooms, having more attention, and I think that really helped significantly.